Have you ever wondered why some hairstyles can make a man look 10 years older in an instant? You might think it's all about wrinkles or gray hair, but the truth is what you do with your hair can either add years to your appearance or help you look more vibrant and confident no matter your age. It's a simple choice, but one that too many older men overlook. In this video, we're revealing the 5 hairstyles that instantly make older men look much older than they really are. Whether you're in your 60s, 70s, or 80s, or you simply want to keep that spark in your look as the years go by, knowing which styles to avoid can make all the difference. Doctors, barbers, and style experts all agree, hair matters more than you think when it comes to first impressions, self-esteem, and the way others see you. Stay tuned until the very end because you'll learn not just what they notice. The comb-over is almost a symbol for giving up the fight and clinging to what used to be instead of embracing the confidence that comes with age. Let's take the example of Ron, age 68, who wore a comb-over for nearly 20 years. He thought it made him look more professional, but his granddaughter once said, "Grandpa, why don't you just go shorter? You'd look younger." After taking the leap and trimming his hair close, Ron was surprised at how much lighter and more youthful he felt. His friends started to ask if he'd lost weight, and strangers guessed he was years younger than before. The truth is, hair that's cut too high and swept too far only adds to the sense of age and insecurity. Barbers often recommend that older men avoid trying to disguise hair loss with dramatic styling tricks. Instead, choosing a simple, tidy cut that doesn't try to hide anything usually sends a message of self-assurance and maturity, a look that's far more attractive at any age. For those holding on to a comb-over out of habit, consider this your friendly nudge to let it go and let your natural confidence shine through. Style 2, the super long sideburns. For a surprising number of older men, sideburns become something of a trademark over the years. Maybe it started in the 60s or 70s when longer sideburns were a symbol of style. Or maybe it's just a habit that stuck around out of comfort. But when those sideburns stretch too far down your face, they can quickly add a decade to your look, sometimes even more. Long, bushy sideburns tend to drag the eye downward, exaggerating the length and shape of your face, and often drawing attention to sagging skin or jowls that come with age. What's more, sideburns that go untrimmed or unblended can make your haircut look unfinished or even untidy. For men in their 60s and older, it's easy to fall into the routine of just letting them grow, but the result is rarely flattering. Instead of giving you a bold masculine look, super long sideburns tend to create a harsh frame around your face, pulling focus from your eyes and smile, the very features that carry so much warmth and personality. Take Mike, age 73, who loved his sideburns because they reminded him of his favorite rock musicians. Over the years, he let them grow longer and longer, convinced it made him stand out. But as time passed, friends began to tease that his sideburns looked more retro than stylish. When his barber suggested trimming them back and softening the edges, Mike agreed to try it just once. The change was immediate. His face looked fresher, his jawline appeared stronger, and suddenly he felt more modern and approachable, even in the eyes of his grandkids. It's a small detail, but keeping your sideburns short, neat, and blended with your haircut is one of the fastest ways to look more energetic and put together. It shows that you care about your appearance, and it helps your best features stand out. Sometimes all it takes is a little trim to roll back the years and bring your style into the present day. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 2 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now, let's move forward. Style 3, the helmet hair. There's a certain style older men fall into, often without even realizing it, known as helmet hair. This happens when hair is kept the same length all around, heavily sprayed or slicked back to stay in place, creating a stiff, unmoving shape that sits on the head almost like a cap. While it might feel secure and neat, helmet hair robs you of natural texture and movement, making you look older and less approachable. What usually starts as a way to control thinning hair or tame unruly strands turns into a habit that can age your appearance by years. When your hair is set so firmly that it never moves, it can make your whole face seem more rigid and highlight lines, wrinkles, and sagging that might otherwise go unnoticed. People associate that fixed, unmoving style with decades past, which can make you seem stuck in another time. Think of Jack, age 75, who had worn the same tightly combed, heavily sprayed hairstyle for as long as anyone could remember. He was proud of how neat he looked, but his daughter gently pointed out that the style reminded her of her grandfather, not her dad. One day, after a gentle nudge from his barber, Jack tried a softer, more layered cut, one that let his hair move a little with less product and more air. The change was dramatic. His whole face brightened. He looked friendlier and even felt lighter and more energetic. The trouble with helmet hair is that it hides the real you under a shell. Modern styles for older men are all about embracing what you have, working with your hair's natural growth, adding layers for softness, and using just enough product to look tidy without looking stiff. Even a bit of gentle tasseling can take years off your appearance, letting your features shine and your personality come through. As you age, the best hairstyles help you look vibrant, relaxed, and confident. Hair should move a little, catch the light, and reflect who you are today, not who you were 40 years ago. It's never too late to break out of the old routines and try something that fits the life you're living right now. Sometimes the smallest changes have the biggest impact, helping you feel younger, more open, and more comfortable in your own skin. Style 4, the dyed too dark look. One of the most common mistakes older men make in an attempt to look younger is dyeing their hair a shade that's simply too dark for their natural coloring. It's easy to understand why. A darker color can remind you of how you looked in your 30s or 40s, and for a moment, it seems to erase years. But in reality, going too dark almost always backfires. Instead of turning back the clock, it creates a harsh contrast with your skin, highlights every wrinkle, and draws attention to thinning spots or graying roots as soon as they appear. When hair color is too intense, it can give your features a washed-out or artificial look, making you appear older and more tired than you actually are. The stark difference between jet black hair and mature skin tones doesn't look natural, and it can even make your complexion appear sallow. People might notice the color before they notice you, and that's rarely the goal. Barbers and stylists often say that the best approach for men in their 60s, 70s, and beyond is to embrace some gray and choose softer, more blended tones that complement your natural coloring. Let's look at Tom, age 71, who started dyeing his hair at home once the silver started to show. At first, he enjoyed the bold look in the mirror, but soon noticed friends asking if he was feeling well or commenting that he looked different. After consulting with a stylist, Tom switched to a lighter, blended color with a bit of his natural gray showing through. The result, he looked refreshed, relaxed, and much more approachable, like the best version of himself, not someone trying to hide his years. There's something deeply dignified about allowing a little gray to shine, and it often sends the message that you're confident, wise, and at ease with who you've become. If you're set on coloring your hair, go for shades just a bit lighter than your natural color, and consider lowlights or highlights to break up the tone and add dimension. You'll look more energetic, more current, and far younger than if you reach for the darkest dye on the shelf. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 4 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now, let's move forward. Style 5, the bowl cut or home cut bangs. Of all the styles that can instantly age a man, few do it faster than the bowl cut or a blunt set of home cut bangs. These haircuts tend to flatten the top of the head and square off the sides, giving the whole face a heavy, droopy appearance. For older men, this shape can exaggerate fine lines and draw focus to the forehead, making the face look longer and more tired than it actually is. Often, bowl cuts or straight-across bangs happen out of convenience. Maybe it's a quick trim at home or the result of sticking to a childhood habit. But as hair starts to thin or recede, this style becomes less forgiving. The blunt edge across the forehead can emphasize every wrinkle, shadow, or change in skin tone, which naturally come with age. Instead of looking youthful, these cuts can highlight the very signs of aging most men wish to downplay. There's also the matter of hair texture and growth patterns. As we grow older, hair often becomes finer, wirier, or less predictable. A bowl cut fights against those changes, and what starts as a tidy line can quickly become uneven or choppy after a few days, especially if you're cutting it at home or asking a family member to just take a little off the top. Even with the best intentions, it's hard to keep a bowl cut looking sharp, and easy for it to slip into a dated or unflattering shape. Think about Greg, age 65, who trimmed his own bangs for years to save time and money. After a gentle nudge from his daughter, he finally visited a barber who specialized in styles for older men. The difference was night and day. With a softer, layered cut that framed his face and let a bit of forehead show through, Greg looked younger, more rested, and even stood a little taller when he walked out of the shop. Modern barbers recommend embracing more natural, textured styles, cuts that allow a little movement, keep the sides blended, and don't try to force your hair into a shape it doesn't want to hold. Even a small change in how your bangs are cut can make your eyes look brighter and your whole face appear more open and lively. And if you're not sure what suits you best, ask for advice. There's no shame in seeking a fresh perspective, and the right cut can bring out your best features at any age. Final thoughts. As we wrap up today's look at hairstyles, take a moment to consider how a small change in your haircut can make a world of difference in how you feel and how others see you. Maybe you recognized one of these 5 styles in your own routine, or perhaps you're already thinking about booking your next visit to the barber. The truth is, it's never too late to try something new. A good haircut can boost your confidence, refresh your energy, and help you embrace this chapter of life with pride. Remember, you've earned every year and every gray hair. There's nothing more attractive than a man who's comfortable in his own skin, willing to adapt, and ready to put his best self forward, no matter his age. By avoiding those aging styles and choosing a look that fits who you are today, you're not just improving your appearance, you're showing yourself the respect and care you deserve. Thank you for joining us today. We'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and share one thing you learned today and how you plan to use it in your life. Your thoughts are important to us, so don't hesitate to share them. Reading your comments gives us great motivation and encouragement. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.